I'm Sarah Richardson. This is Sheila. This is Sheila's bathroom. And this is what Sheila's bathroom looks like now, thanks to some help from Design Inc. Tommy's freaking out.
Something catastrophic happens moments later.
Natalie's gone nautical.
I actually have my boat license.
Oh, you?
Yes, I do.
And I'm desperate for firm hold hairspray. So, how did we get here? Well, it all started with a phone call. Sheila's bathroom needs a helping hand, and that bathroom happens to be on an island just off the city's waterfront. Oh, taxi! Natalie and Jennifer are on board to help navigate this project.
Thank you.
10 days to get it done, and logistics could sink our plans anytime.
Hello.
Hi, I'm Sarah. Hi, nice to meet you.
Nice to meet you. You have lots of space.
Yeah, it's a big space.
For all intents and purposes, there's kind of nothing wrong with it. Everything
Yeah.
looks okay. It's kind of fresh looking and bright. But
Yeah.
clearly that's not working for you.
Yeah.
So what are your main issues with it?
Well, I don't like the closet, the tile floor, the white.
Okay, so maybe something darker on the floor?
Yeah.
Okay.
And then the vanity, I'd like something a little more updated, classic. And I don't like dark colors. I like serene, light.
Kind of calm. More.
Yeah.
Well, you live on the island. You're
Yeah.
surrounded by beach.
Yeah.
You're on the water.
Yeah.
I think watery tones are kind of where it's at
Yeah.
for this type of space. How do you feel about the tub shower combination? Would you be open to the idea of having a separate tub and shower?
Oh, yeah.
If possible, I'd love to keep your vanity about as big as it is now.
Right.
It's the counter space.
It's
You have
nice.
a daughter.
Yeah.
So soon there will be two women.
Yeah.
And so it's nice to have as much counter space as possible.
I like those glass tiles. I think
Okay.
they're really nice, and it
Yeah.
reminds me of the beach and the island.
Okay, they're a little bit on the more pricey side, so
Right.
we might just use them as an accent somewhere.
Okay.
And I think adding some texture, definitely some natural materials are gonna go a long way.
Sheila's bath project is governed by a ferry schedule. Since we're here, better make the most of every moment.
So it's cute, it's roomy. Lots of room. Lots of wasted space.
In terms of the budget, we'd like to keep it on a lower end. We have, currently we're renovating also in another area of the house, so we have 2 renos going on at the same time, so we'd like to not go over budget.
Some on-the-spot ideas are in order. This is my first love. I think that there's lots of other looks that we can do well, but cottage style, seaside style is what I did when I started my career. I know what the right answers are, so I'm never conflicted, I'm never second-guessing myself. I know how to pull it all together.
Unlined paper, how professional is that? Hopefully we can leave the toilet where it is, because moving it in the joist is gonna cost a bunch of money that we don't wanna spend. We can get a freestanding shower stall. It's not gonna be absolutely massive,
Right.
but you've got a pretty giant shower stall downstairs.
Yeah.
We can fit a really nice storage cabinet. We could get it made using like an old window or something, but then we can do a closed door on the bottom
Okay.
so that you're not seeing anything. Then I'm thinking what would be really nice to do is a freestanding tub.
Oh, yeah,
Something like
that's
a clawfoot tub. Instead of this single above the sink thing,
Yeah.
let's go with 2 sconces. Way better for makeup.
And then the countertop will be
Countertop would be-
different material.
Oh,
Like,
yeah.
yeah. None of
What
this
are you trying to
white.
say? It's not going to be plastic granite?
Yeah.
I think it should be natural stone. How about you?
I think so too.
Okay. Whenever I'm trying to make the budget work, I always go for white tile. I wouldn't do the squares. I'd
Yeah.
probably go with a nice subway
Subway.
tile for the main part of the shower, and then we can do accent bands. And that dresses it up, but it helps us with our budget. What do you think?
I think it's great. Wonderful.
How's that for an impromptu plan of action? In fact, a ship-to-shore call has already got the ideas flowing. Great, thanks.
It's like you knew we were coming.
Hello.
How are you, Mary?
Good, how you doing?
Excellent, nice to see you.
Nice to see you.
Sarah was thinking that whatever we find, the window that we find for the top, will sort of determine how we figure it out,
Right.
dimension-wise.
Our maximum width is 20 inches, so we need to find something tall and skinny to fit in between.
Tall and skinny like Jen.
Okay.
That is my favorite so far.
Yeah, I actually like it this way.
It does look more interesting that
What do you
way.
guys think?
I like that one a lot.
Okay, great.
Yeah, that'll work just fine for a bathroom storage cabinet. Who needs an office when you can have a meeting over tea? And who needs a custom vanity? On this project, it won't work with our budget or timeline because
For the look that we're going for, you either find an antique piece, which then has to go to the cabinet maker, and they have to convert it, and that costs about $400. Then we usually send it to be sprayed, and that costs another couple $100. Then we have to send it back and have it templated for a countertop. That's another $1,000. Then you have to get a sink. It has to go to about 5 different places. It spends a lot of time driving around on Larry's truck. And Larry's not cheap. And he's not cheap. He's nice, but he's not cheap.
How do I respond to not being cheap? It'll cost you.
not with this off-the-shelf piece I found.
It's a little over $1,500, all in, ready to go. That is a deal. So here's one other thing that you're gonna love me even more for.
Is that possible?
Yes, well, it is. Maybe. You know how much we love a cast iron tub, right? The only problem is it weighs a ton. It's going to be impossible to get up the stairs. It's going to damage the walls. So I thought, why not try doing it in like a resin tub? Nice chrome feet, easier to get into the space, better price point.
Easy, I like easy.
Okay,
Good.
The perfect plan. Everything in stock and ready to go. No reason why we can't make our 10-day deadline, unless our plans miss the boat. I want to finish Sheila's bathroom in 10 days. It shouldn't be a problem if not for the fact that it's on an island near the city. Our lives are dictated by the ferry schedule. And this island doesn't even have a hardware store, so we're going in stock and ready to go all the way.
That is a deal.
The perfect clawfoot tub chosen, we're moving on to a high-style, low-cost shower stall.
So Sarah was thinking moonstone for the accent. Yeah. Some Carrera. And then maybe we do a little hit of moonstone on the floor. So let's find out from the guys maybe what's in stock. Oh, that's nice. Let's put it right on the floor and try it. I personally like the feel of the way it is. You? Can you give me an idea of how much this is going to cost? So this is about how much?
$12.50 per
That's
square
it? Okay, good.
The subway tiles are very inexpensive. The
Yep.
3/6 is about $3.75.
Okay, these are great.
Yeah. And then you got the accents.
So if we're only going to do a little tiny band, that's where we'll splurge. How much is the glass?
The
About
glass
20?
is about 20. Yeah.
Well, that's a good start to get Sheila's bathroom underway, and I know just the contractor who can help us.
I think that's an interesting thing.
This one piece will make 52 layers.
Watch on mobile devices or the big screen, all for free. No subscription required.
Hey, sailor!
One with his own boat.
You know, this boat's really subtle, and I bet it goes really slow, too.
Very slow, very slow.
Very slow.
After about 10 bone-rattling minutes, it feels good to hop on dry land.
Let's go to the snack bar.
We need a snack.
Where's the snack bar?
We need to get our energy.
Is it good if it's soft?
No.
Why?
It's scratchy.
Oh, okay. So rule those out from here. Oh, that's my latte! Spot the waitress, huh? How do you feel about the pebbles?
You're gonna see a lot of grout in here.
I don't want it to end up being mostly smooth. I like it to feel like you're getting almost like a foot massage.
Okay, and I forgot, I actually had this in my handbag.
Of course.
Okay, go on, let's make a deal with this. What have you got in your handbag? I have a glass tile today.
3x6.
I'm just not sure that I like that shine. What I really prefer is that. And the floor, a dark Carrera, which works really well with the glass and the moonstone. Is the 3x6 or the 4x12, 4x10 less expensive to install?
If the wall is nice and straight, this one here is less expensive, less time.
Okay, let's hope the wall's straight.
Can you feel that? Yeah.
What I can feel is that somebody who painted these walls had lint in their roller.
Oh, I see.
The wall is plumb, so we can go with the larger, less expensive tile.
Is there any efficiency in terms of saying we're just going to tile the whole thing so that you're not kind of wasting time coming at doing a little bit here and a little bit there, that you just blitz it?
It's more efficient to do tile.
Okay, so we're going to have our floor in the pebbles, walls in the 4x12 white. We'll have a chair rail in gloss white.
Right.
Then we'll have a band of the matte blue, one single band of moonstone, another band of the matte blue, and then we go to all our white. Is there another glass out there? Is there a glass that's on sale? Sometimes it is. That we could just do one wall in the shower in that glass mosaic because it's quick and easy to install. It comes in sheets, it's ready to go. You just put it up and it's done. And on the floors, we're just gonna go in an Ashley pattern.
Okay.
Good. When will it be done?
I think probably a couple of weeks.
We need it done in 10 days.
Okay. We'll try.
Bright and early, work crews are on the scene.
It's a nice place, but a little hard to get to. We missed the first ferry at 7:30, so we managed to get here by about 9, and we got to line up for the ferry by 3, because the last ferry across is 3:45. So that leaves us with a short day of work. I think we're on island time here.
Day 5, and it's clear sailing for wall color.
What have we got here? Some pretty bathroom tile.
I really like the Fostoria glass. I think it's fun.
I just can't decide because this is a very greeny blue. What we have to be careful of is that our blue on the wall doesn't go periwinkle, making our wall tile look really green.
That's why they have testers.
Lately, I found that whenever I don't test, I live to regret it. So let's test. How about this reflecting pool? I mean, well, wouldn't you like to be in a reflecting pool right now?
Can you get us some Mai Tais?
Let's try Fostoria glass. Let's try reflecting pool. Just to be safe, let's try Cloud 9.
Great.
While Natalie tests the waters with paint, our vanity docks on time. Now I need some island time. Looks like my vanity.
Oh, wow. Honey, I'm home. That's a mighty nice looking vanity you have on the front porch. Eeny, meeny, miny, mo. I'm thinking
Eeny.
And who is Eeny?
Reflecting pool.
Oh, it's a reflecting pool.
Yes.
Well, Eeny works for the paint. Let's hope Teeny works for the shower.
You're right, that does look small.
It does.
We were gonna go 40 on this side.
40 inches on that side?
Yeah, remember that grout line was at 40. So if we went 40 there.
Jen didn't amend that drawing then because we just have the one that has these equal.
Our 10-day reno of Sheila's bathroom is in its 5th day, and everything is surprisingly on schedule.
When will it be done?
Probably a couple of weeks.
We need it done in 10 days.
In spite of its location, which is slightly inconvenient for us.
I think we're on island time here. So that leaves us with a short day of work.
Luckily, the only issue so far is the shower size.
You're right, that does look small.
But,
I got a fair bit of room in here, like.
oh yeah, that'll do. Even the tub's punctual. Is it possible our in-stock, ready-to-go plan is working perfectly?
I have no control over things right now and it's frustrating me. What was supposed to happen today can't happen. This box is a shower rough-in. The shower rough-in has to go in before he can tile. So there's this, but I'm waiting for the diverter to come. That has to be installed as well before the tiling can happen. Just got word that it won't be here till this afternoon. I'm gonna bring this rough-in over. I'm gonna bring everything that I have over right now so it's there. Got some money. And lip gloss. Can't go anywhere without that. Hi, how are you? I actually have my boat license.
Oh, you?
Yes, I do.
All right.
Yeah.
We haven't crashed for a long time.
It's a safe landing for Natalie. Meanwhile, our plumber will make an encore appearance to finish his job. Is there such a thing as frequent floating miles? It's only half done, but the mosaic tile in the shower looks amazing. This bathroom is off the rack, but it looks custom all the way.
Packing to come over here is like packing for an out-of-town project. You can't just hop in the car and drive and pick something up, so you have to make sure that everything that could possibly be needed is here.
From rocky shores to shower floors, the river rock is perfect. Only one more day and one more installation. Ooh, close one.
Oh boy.
It's been a bit of a busy morning with this loading because I have to bring the car over. Sarah's being picked up by Abode. Good morning. And we all have to sort of meet over there at some point. Tommy's going to get a 7-foot cabinet that he's going to have to bring over. So logistically, it's kind of hairy. It's kind of fun bringing the car across.
Hey, look at that! It's fabulous. Look at this. Look at that. Look how beautifully that lines up.
I feel like I'm in a spa.
My all-time favorite toilet flusher.
It's for the bathroom fun.
Pictures here, and Natalie has that. Natalie has them. Natalie's on the slow ferry across.
Okay,
So shop away.
shop away. This is sort of like Nat. It's like you're having a garage sale of hot stolen items. Hey, wanna buy a lamp out of the back of my car?
Hey, lady.
You think we could borrow somebody's bicycle and wheel stuff? Anybody got a dolly? Those wagons are perfect. Do those wagons move? Oh, that's nice. Okay, wait. Hold on. Do I like those? No luck. Looks like we're hoofing it.
Yeah.
Still winning. I'm coming in third. Oh my gosh. And wouldn't you know, Shelagh's little red wagon is just sitting there doing nothing.
These. I know, Kate, aren't these so great? We got, this was a ready-to-go frame, less than 20 for the frame, about 20 for the shelves. So we've got a gorgeous shadow box frame for less than half of what it would have
They
cost
look
us.
like $1 million.
Bill, you got a handy helper there? That's amazing that they actually send a template for putting in these towel bars because nobody ever does that.
Makes the job a lot easier.
Love that.
It's a good thing some of my trades have boats because they're coming in handy.
This is really big for your little boat. I'm so not interested in landing in the drink. This is so not safe.
It's not gonna go anywhere.
Every time somebody says something like that, something catastrophic happens moments later.
When you're tackling a project like Shelagh's bathroom, it all comes down to logistics.
Yeah, I think we're on island time here. From 9 till 3.
Planning is everything.
Packing to come over here is like packing for an out-of-town project.
You want to do as few deliveries as possible. Do you think we could borrow somebody's bicycle and wheel stuff? Anybody got a dolly? And you need to make sure that all your ducks are in order before you start, or else everything is going to fall apart.
You're right, that does look small.
That does.
We were gonna go 40 on this side.
40 inches on that side?
Yeah, remember that grout line was at 40.
Miraculously, everything worked out.
I don't like these ferries. You always hear about ferry disasters, and that's not me in a bad outfit. It's like people drowning. We're hauling a cabinet, and they've got ice cream cones. What is wrong with this picture?
Get in the island spirit, my friend.
I will do that.
I've got a cone to match your shirt. Need a hand?
We're here to help, but I had to put my ice cream down.
Yeah. I found knobs.
Great.
I knew you were the man.
Yeah, well.
It's gonna fit? Yay!
Almost really well.
So nice. Snuggles in pretty nicely there.
I kind of like it here.
Only the best for this client. See the LED in them? Brings it down, brings it up.
Oh, wow. This is adorable.
Isn't it great?
With the exception of the storage cabinet, which we had made in a quick turnaround, and the glass shower enclosure, absolutely everything that went into this bathroom was in stock. What it shows to me is that you don't have to sacrifice anything in terms of style to achieve winning results on a tight timeline at a reasonable budget. I didn't want to go with a seaside motif, but I wanted it to be easygoing and breezy and beachy feeling, and that's what we've achieved. Part of that has to do with the mix of the warm wood that's in the vanity contrasting against the white and the blue tones.
I love how Sarah and Natalie have brought the beach theme into the bathroom. I love the rock tile. I love all the glass tile. And I'm just so happy with the shower. I'm just so in love with my new bathroom.
The first time that I saw the bathroom, I felt that it was lacking personality and it didn't have texture. And texture, for me, is introduced through the use of natural stone, natural wood, the woven baskets. The combination of mosaics of the matte glass, the shiny glass, and the marble mosaic, that's what just makes a bathroom interesting.
When Sarah said we were doing a project nail, my first reaction was fun. And then all of a sudden I went, logistical nightmare.
Oh, come on, this was such a fun project to do. I mean, honestly, we were in trouble with the rest of the office because they all thought that, we'd say, oh, Natalie and I would say, we have to go to the island for a meeting, and then we'd come back having a ride in the Tyler's boat or had coffee sitting around a picnic table, ice cream cones. I mean, come on. Oh, that's my latte! Anything that we've ever done in the country, outside of the city, in some weird location, brings the team together, everybody has a good time, and it's nice to just remember that not everything happens in the downtown pulse of the city. A 5-minute boat trip transports you to a completely different lifestyle and a completely different feeling, and that's what I love about it. Who wouldn't want to live over there? I'm Sarah Richardson. This is Patsy and John. This is their 80s kitchen. And this is what their kitchen looks like now, a vision in white, thanks to some help from Design Inc. Anybody who knows me knows I love neutral tones. But I may have met my match with Patsy and John.
Color, I just can't live with it.
Hello!
Hi, Sarah.
How are you guys?
We're good. How are you?
Good.
Everything has to be white, off-white, and ultra-white.
Patsy and John's open concept home is a backdrop to contemporary, vintage, and whimsical pieces.
When I get excited about things that remind me of the past or my childhood, I just love to frame them.
When John and Patsy opened up their main floor space during a renovation, it revealed a much larger issue.
It certainly doesn't flow with the rest of our house. I mean, the color, as you can see, isn't white, so it certainly is an eyesore.
It just doesn't fit with the rest of the flow of our house. I mean, everything
else is white.
Exactly.
Which leaves us with an obvious design direction. We're making a white kitchen, folks.
I guess my fear with doing all white, which I will say this, I don't want it to go overboard on too clean. We've got 2 kids. I'm always in the kitchen. Something that will also have staying power. So It won't be, in 10 years we'll wake up and go, what were we thinking?
Then you call me. What were you thinking, Sarah? Talk to me about how does the pantry, I guess, play into the whole scheme?
Well, I think this is what happened when we lost a lot of our space from taking out the wall in the kitchen.
I'd love to have some kind of built-in there that's a bit more practical, but I know Patsy kind of likes the...
I like the display, and maybe that's something that we can incorporate in the kitchen.
I like the locker.
Well, have a look. It's our pantry as well.
So you really need some storage. Yeah. And those storage solutions start by playing a little fantasy island. A bigger island would be great. You're gonna get tons of storage here. Do you have a wish list? Is there anything that you'd like to see in here that you don't have now?
A big industrial sink with some kind of crazy faucet.
The first thing that somebody wants has never been, I want a big sink and a cool faucet.
I want a big
Okay,
sink.
I like that. Done.
Maybe we continue the space down there, but I definitely want an ability to chill some wine, have a little bar fridge.
Okay.
Functional display, like maybe I love looking at our white dishes.
So somewhere between 8 and 10 inches across the bottom can be open so that you can have all of your, your cafe labels, your plates.
We're thinking that it would be nice if we would brick in that window to get rid of it so you can gain more space for storage or countertop. Continue the hardwood floor into the kitchen. And also incorporating a TV somehow.
Okay, I'm assuming that most of the appliances would go. 1 oven, 2 ovens?
I would love 2 ovens.
Okay.
Love it.
We got a bar fridge, TV, fridge drawers. Oh, yeah, sure. 2 ovens. Sure.
Yeah, wow, so much for the sleek minimal.
I'd love to keep talking to you, but I think you need to go back to work because I think we're gonna need more money. And I think an all-white kitchen could use a subtle pop of color, which shouldn't be a problem since there's already hits here and there. The thing that sets, Patsy's style apart from many other houses is she has those fun fragments. All large fixed elements will be white. Glossy
sleek counters, really sleek hardware.
Sharp edges.
Sharp.
Yeah, but not
polished. We could wrap across the counter and all the way up in the backsplash.
And the perfect punch of color, a slab of counter from a durable quartz material.
Right, every kitchen needs a jumping off point. Tequila sunrise is the jumping off point.
I would love that.
How about apple martini?
I don't know. She seems like someone who would love a little hit of color.
Where are we as far as layout goes? What have you come up with?
Jen and I went over and did some drawings. What we've done is we've taken out the existing window on the range side where the stove is and extending the countertop just by the sink. Now the big challenge is figuring out how do we use this space that we've extended. It's not counter depth.
The answer to these questions lie in the computer layout skills of Jennifer.
Why don't we put a shallow cabinet there for all of your glassware?
I really want this to look as symmetrical as possible, so let's make it 4 doors to the left of the cooktop instead of 3.
And what can we do about the pantry?
Put a door face on it and make it like a little tilt.
Like at a general store.
Yeah, exactly. Well, it looks amazing. We'll send it to her and see what she thinks.
Press, print, and deliver. Tanya's got the hot plans for Patsy's cool white kitchen.
The floor plan, it's extending the counter, right? Closing up the window. Through the elevations, I can show you what it would look like a bit better. You wanted some double wall ovens, and then we were wondering about putting a microwave on top of that, so it would be one whole wall of.
Do you think that's going to be too tall, though?
How much do you use your microwave?
A lot.
Oh, really? Maybe we rejig that.
Okay.
The organization of the cupboards, where we want to place things, I thought it'll make or break the kitchen. There's a lot to think about. I think right now I'm still overwhelmed with how it's all going to turn out. So the next thing is countertops.
There are literally hundreds of shades of white, but only one surprise for Patsy.
The other question was...
What are these for? we talk white.
I know. Would you do, though, like on the island, would you do a cutting board in this?
Yeah. I would do it in this over that.
Okay.
Yeah.
I mean, a shot of color, no problem with, as long as we can pull it away. Would you do the buffet counter?
No, nothing permanent.
Nice try, Tanya. But a man-made counter is perfect for Patsy's family needs. Resistant to scratches and heat, this white one's a winner.
White fridge.
Let's take a guess. What color appliances would Patsy like?
That's white.
Yeah.
I know which fridge Tanya would go crazy for.
Yeah. I love the white.
Would you do a griddle?
Absolutely.
Pancake Saturdays. And here's our hood.
I don't know if you do, what would you do?
I would take
too much.
You're sort of going a lot between stainless and white. And so you need to make a decision, how much stainless and how much white do you want?
I mean, knowing that white, stainless, I mean, there's still a lot of things that we're not there yet.
As Patsy works on finding the white balance, Tanya tries to keep the project on track, avoiding decision delays and cameras.
Yeah, that's far too close.
Patsy and John's home is all white.
Color, I just can't live with it.
With an 80s style kitchen that stands out.
It just doesn't fit with the rest of the flow of our house. I mean, everything
else is white.
Exactly.
We've redesigned the kitchen for better storage.
I love the white.
And picked appliances that fit in. Everything is moving forward.
Are the drawers all empty in here?
In a few short hours, this kitchen will be gone, as will Patsy and her family.
We are moving out tomorrow and going to be back in about 3 weeks.
They're bunking in with her parents while this place gets torn apart.
Demolition of the kitchen happens tomorrow, and then hardwood floors come in, patch up the window over there, the countertops, cabinets, all that stuff. 3 weeks. I actually am really excited, because in 3 weeks, I think that's just record time. It's amazing.
It's not easy packing up a kitchen and a family. Nothing can be left behind.
Oh, good. Gotta get the dog food.
Even Big Sister Hadley gets into the action.
Is that enough books?
No, not yet.
Okay.
And this one.
Okay, perfect. How about some friends? Which friends would you like to bring? Okay, let's think about some outfits for you. Oh, that's a fancy one, isn't it?
And as the family retreats, an army marches in.
Habitat for Humanity is here today, and they are ripping out the kitchen, bringing everything out. All of their people are volunteers. I got in touch with them and said, we've got this great kitchen. It has all the appliances, wall oven, microwave, 48-inch fridge, dishwasher. So they take it to their reuse store and then they sell it, make the money, and then that money goes into new builds. So amazing to know that somebody else will use this kitchen because it's a great kitchen. It's just not really what Patsy and John want, so at least somebody will use it and it's going to a great cause. Everything is on schedule. The flooring guys are coming in, the electrician's coming in. It's all sort of gonna happen within 2.5 weeks, which is pretty crazy for a kitchen renovation.
Crazy or kitchen impossible? So far, so good. Outside, we're bricking up the old window. Inside, we're working out the new details.
What if they take out that light and move it over here?
It's all in the bag.
Sort of gonna be right between the two speakers, around there.
A big pendant light above the island will add great task lighting.
Like here, this is the overall width there.
All the inner workings are complete. With the drywall up, the flooring can go down, unifying this home's main level. Time now for our new white kitchen. At least, we hope it's white.
Can we just put it down for a sec? I got a call from Patsy. She thinks it might be a little pink.
I don't know
in
how
her
that could
kitchen.
happen. So what we could do is continue the installation, remove all the doors.
Take all the
and
doors
panels,
off, get them resprayed.
Get them resprayed. In the meantime, we'll still continue installing all the cabinets.
Okay,
And this
because I've got the
way,
appliances coming tomorrow and everything's getting
just
hooked
get
up.
the ball rolling and keep it going, sort of thing.
A minor hiccup, but no major delay.
I would assume that we would have one slab here.
With the measurements for the counters done and the return of the new white door fronts, this kitchen reno is on the fast track to the finish line. Time to pay a visit. Oh my gosh, it looks gorgeous.
Looks good, eh?
Look at that. Oh, la la
I know.
la 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 la.
And look at these.
Snazzy.
Yeah.
Okay, do you love this?
The recycling chute.
Just disappear.
I know.
I need to experience this.
I know, don't you wish it was yours? I'm really wishing it was mine.
Every time we do a new kitchen, I wish it was mine.
I know.
I mean, I love my kitchen, but like, just look at this. So nice.
It's good space. And now, the mudroom.
Oh, yeah. Don't you love it when a plan comes together?
So all we need are counters.
Man, we're good.
And then we can have a little party.
But sadly, celebrations are on hold and Patsy's open concept kitchen has taken on new meaning. Hello?
Hi, it's Tommy.
Hi, how are you?
The kitchen counter fabricator and installer has basically completely missed his deadline entirely.
I thought it was coming this morning.
We're being told stories.
And if the counters haven't been made, it's going to be another week before it's done.
Basically.
Great.
Yeah, we're not looking so good right now.
Design Inc. is in this White House putting together a white kitchen. Simple enough. Gorgeous.
Looks good, eh? So all we need are counters.
Man, we're good.
And then we can have a little party.
But that's where things went wrong.
The kitchen counter fabricator and installer has completely missed his deadline.
Great.
Yeah, we're not looking so good right now.
The countertop supplier couldn't make his deadline, but passed the measurements to our new supplier. And in a week, we had new counters, making Patsy very happy. But that didn't last. The measurements were wrong, leaving us with a short piece for the sink, and the island's overhang too tight. What a disaster. We need them remeasured and remade pronto. Finally, the new and improved countertops are here. How are we feeling about this today? Well, I'll feel excellent if I know that it all fits. It may be too early to judge. We've got more counters to come.
I got this thing. Give me that thing.
The overhang for the island looks good. I knew it. It's gonna be one of those days.
I made it tight.
Time for some finessing. This is gonna take a little longer than expected. These guys aren't calling it a day anytime soon. The installation is turning into a real grind. Fits like a glove, but we're missing its partner.
Now I've just noticed that the piece that they still have to work with for the sink is the same piece that didn't fit last week. And we were supposed to be getting a new piece. So I don't understand. Here we are again, same problem.
Likewise with the overhang on another counter. It's still too tight.
We're a long way off from this being done, and from it being done to the exacting, professional, perfect standards that I'm looking for. Can we just slide this so that this has the right overhang, like this? They were gonna go and pick up some lunch and bring it back. Can we bring you back some lunch? They're just the installers. They didn't cut this, you know? And they're stuck here at the end dealing with somebody else's mess. But I have faith. These guys are gonna make it right.
I think that every single one of us needs to be here to see for themselves that this is really happening and it's really happening properly. It's fumes from the glue. I know.
Boys! Woo! Nice, Robert. Thank you.
Yeah.
Thank you. That looks perfect.
When you're designing kitchens, everything has to fit together absolutely perfectly. There is no margin for error. You're dealing with stone and perfection.
As the hours tick by, we're closing in on the finishing details.
Right. So, faucet center.
Yes.
And then this guy.
Centered in the space that's left.
Oh, okay.
The installers are pulling off a miracle. Precision work that will last past my daughter's bedtime. It's gonna be a long night. Patsy's dream of an all-white kitchen
3 weeks. Record time. It's amazing.
hit its first delay
Might be a little pink.
in week 3. Then,
So all we need are counters, and then we can have a little party.
our first supplier
Completely missed his deadline.
and mismeasured. But a second supplier
Here we are again, same problem.
left us short. It's been a long day and a really long night.
I've never had such a saga over counters in my life. The good thing is, as we stand here today, they are perfectly installed. The attention to detail is fantastic. There is no forgiveness in contemporary style. It has to fit perfectly, it has to be done exquisitely, and the attention to detail has to be bang on. The backsplash and the counter in the same material really shows a tremendous attention to detail. They're really beautiful and very difficult to install because they were here till almost midnight.
This kitchen is now ready for Design Inc.'s final touches.
Oh, I love this kitchen. It is maybe one of my favorite kitchens so far that we've done. It's so spacious, which I love.
For many people, if you were to consider doing a pure white kitchen, they would think, oh, it's gonna be so cold and it's gonna be so sterile. A white kitchen for Patsy would never be too serious. It'll always have a sense of fun. It would just be too austere if everything was behind closed doors. So I'm always looking for a way to give a little bit of interest, to give a little bit of texture, give a bit of sculptural value to any kitchen that I design.
I love it. I really love it. I just think it's everything that we had expected and dreamed about. You don't walk in and go, oh my gosh, there's a kitchen. It blends in with the rest of the walls. You don't really notice it in a sense, which is a good thing.
Overall, we were looking to give a contemporary infusion to the very eclectic feel that the rest of the house has.
I love, love, love the stove and the griddle.
The kind of mudroom pantry area, it needed some tightening, I thought. This can function as a pantry. It can be changed to be more mudroom storage if they want it to be. It is something that can be in flux and change for them as they need it. We wanted to make this island as big as it could possibly be. I'm always looking to max out the proportions and give you as much prep space as I possibly can and as much seating space. The larger the island that you can fit, the larger your kitchen will feel. If you have a busy household, you don't have to have a kitchen that's full of clutter. You just have to be aware of the different elements that you need in your kitchen, and you have to design specifically for all those functions. If you design it right, it can all be hidden behind closed doors and it can look neat and tidy all the time.
I still can't believe it's ours. After all the thinking and all the details and all of the design issues and things that came along the way, it's worth it. It's so worth it in the end.